Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever this video is finding you. This next short stretch that we have is designed to wake you up in the morning. So if you are doing this, I would suggest doing it in the morning or sometime in the early afternoon. It's designed to stabilize the body, to energize the body, and it's a really low impact way to do that. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with our morning stretch. Come to lie down position. You're going to bend your knees and place your feet parallel to the sides of your mat. So we're going to start with a couple of bridges here to stabilize the tailbone and lower back. Arms are by your side. Plug the shoulder blades back and down and look up to the sky. Engaging the inner thighs, tuck, curl, and lift your hips up. You do not need to lift your hips up as high as they will go. In fact, you're looking for more of a straight, direct line from shoulders to hips to knees. Slightly side squeezing the glutes, but it's not a full glute clench. It really shouldn't feel like you're squeezing your bum cheeks as much as you can. More than that, it should feel like you're working your inner thighs. So if you were to pretend like you had a block in between the knees and you're squeezing that block with the knees and inner thighs, so you feel this lower part of the thighs fire up just below the glutes. And we're going to hold this for another few moments. Take a deep breath and slowly articulate the spine back down to the ground. We'll do 2 more of these and hold them for 10 seconds each. Inhale, exhale, tuck, curl, and lift. Chin away from the chest. Make sure you're breathing through all of these exercises. Side squeezing the glutes. Core muscles are engaged. Stretch your knees beyond you. Take a deep breath and slowly articulate the spine back down to the ground. One more time. Inhale, tuck, curl, lift. Squeeze the glutes. Again, this is for stabilizing the lower back and tailbone. If you have lower back pain, this might be a really good option for you to do throughout the day. Plug the shoulder blades back and down. Neck stays long. Everyone's breathing. Inhale. And slowly articulate the spine back down to the ground. Good. You can bring your knees into your chest, hang onto your shins, and pull those knees into armpits or chest, depending on what feels best for you. And then you can rock side to side to massage out the lower back. Next, we're going to come into a tabletop position. You can roll onto your side, press yourself up. Tabletop, your hands are underneath your shoulders, spreading all 5 fingers wide. Your knees are underneath the hips, and the spine is neutral. Let's do a couple of cat-cows to work into the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the hips, look up, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine, engage the core muscles, push into the floor, look at your belly button. Inhale. Exhale, and feel free to go with your own pace and breath and really articulate through each and every vertebra. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now come back to your neutral spine. Your neck is long. You're going to press into your left hand and reach your right hand in front of you. Reach those fingertips as far forward, arm parallel to the mat as you can, and then kick your left leg back behind you. So this is called bird dog. Limited space here. And we're just going to hold for 10 seconds. So really press into the left fingertips. You can sort of clockwise those left fingertips in towards the center to stabilize your elbow. Engage the core. Press your knee and right shin into the mat. Flex your left toes and reach your right fingertips forward. Take a deep breath and lower the right hand and left knee down. Now we're going to do the other side and then repeat this 2 more times. Extend your right leg back. Extend your left arm forward. Your right toes are flexed down, kicking the right heel back behind you. Reach your left arm as far forward as you can. Arm and leg parallel to your mat. Press your right hand down into the floor, your left knee down into the floor, as well as your left shin. Take a deep breath and lower both hand and knee. Good. Let's do this 2 more times. Reach the left leg back, reach the right arm forward. Everyone should be breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath. When we get into a little bit of this balance work, it's kind of easy to tense up the body and the breath. But we want to make sure that our breath is fluid as we're doing this. Lower down. Other side, left hand, right leg. Flex those right toes. Your neck stays long. Pull in your belly button. Reach your left fingertips forward. Kick your right heel backwards. Take a deep breath and lower down. 1 more time each direction. Reach the right arm forward, the left leg back. So not only is this working our balance first thing in the morning, finding equilibrium in the body, but you can also feel how it starts to warm up your arm muscles and your legs. Kick the heel back, reach the fingertips forward, breathe, and slowly lower down. Last time, left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back, stretching in opposite directions, tailbone long, crown of head reaching forward. Everyone breathe. Inhale and exhale, lower down. Good. Now we're going to come into a toe squat, which will warm up the bottoms of your feet. So bring your knees right together, hips down on the heels. You're going, actually we'll keep the hips lifted. You're going to reach back behind you and tuck your toes underneath you. So the arches of the feet will be getting a nice deep stretch here. Toes underneath. And then there's a couple of options. You can keep your hands in front of you and allow a bit of less pressure on the heels, or you can start to walk your bum onto your heels and bring your hands to your thighs. Now for the toe squat, especially first thing in the morning, we really don't want any more than a 5 or 6 out of 10 in terms of pressure of what you're feeling underneath your feet. So you might walk the hands back to the mat and allow the stretch to happen that way. We'll just stay here for about 30 seconds so we can really start to open up through the bottoms of the feet. Allow that energy to start to move through the feet, and you'll feel that when we come out of this posture. This is a good time to reconnect with your breath. You can really start to feel that stretch working its way into your toes. We often forget about the feet, but we wouldn't be going very far without them. So it's good to stretch them out first thing. Very nice. Now slowly, if your hands are on your thighs, you're going to walk them back forward onto the mat. Untuck the toes. Open up the knees and feet a little bit. And we'll just take a nice wide-legged child's pose. So reach your arms forward towards the front of your mat. Draw the hips towards the heels and draw the forehead down. You can feel that energy through the toes. Maybe you give your toes a little bit of a wiggle. Slowly come back up to seated. And then you'll face lengthwise on the mat. for our straddle pose. Now, if you're not very flexible like myself in terms of inner thighs and hips, don't worry about it. We don't need to really push this stretch too far to get its benefit, but you do want to open up your legs wide enough that you start to feel a stretch in your inner thighs, groin, and pelvis area. So you can flex the feet. Think about tipping your hips backwards, and already that's going to increase the stretch. If you're feeling a 5 or 6 out of 10, that's perfect, especially if it's first thing in the morning. We don't want to shock the body into that 7, 8, 9 out of 10. It's just not necessary. We're still waking up. We're still moving, starting to move the body and wake up the joints. If you are very flexible, keep the chest lifted, core muscles engaged, and you can start to walk your hands forward, away from the mat. But the spine should never round too much, placing a lot of pressure on your back, upper back, middle back, and even lower back here. So try to loop those shoulder blades back and down. And then you breathe for 30 seconds. And when we give the body an opportunity to hold in these stretches, it can really work into the connective tissue. And that's where you'll see the progress happen over the course of time. Do about 15 more seconds here. We're almost done. We're going to end with a little bit of cardio. But other than that, you're well on your way. Your body should be feeling more open than when you woke up this morning. Good. If your hands are right in front of you, slowly come back up. We'll take our left arm over to our right leg. Inhale, reach up. And then drop your right elbow down as you give yourself a side bend. You can look forward or look up towards your elbow. For some of you, if you're very flexible, again, that's not me. But for some of you, you might even be able to touch the toes on this side. Come back through center. Open up, reach up, other side, right hand to left toes. Looking forward or up, depending on what feels better for your neck. Feeling a stretch in the right side body, hip up to armpit. Come back through center, over to the right. One more time, inhale, over to the left. Back through center, arms down, wiggle your legs in front of you, up, 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 maybe a little windshield wiper, just to allow the energy to settle slightly. Then you can stay seated or come onto your knees. We'll just focus on the neck for a moment. Inhale, lengthen the neck. Exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the neck. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Chin over your right shoulder. Twist the head to the right. Back through center. Chin over your left shoulder. Back through center. You can bring your arm across the body for a little arm stretch. Ooh, it's nice after that bird dog that we did. And then you can bring that arm up overhead. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, slight bend to the left. And release. Left arm comes across the body. Have to make sure I'm not messing around with my mic. Nice little stretch there in the shoulder blade area. And then bend the elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bend over to the right. Very good. we're going to finish with just a little bit of cardio to get the heart rate up, to get the blood pumping in the body, to energize you for the rest of your day. I'll give you two options. The first option is 100 jumps, okay? So you'll stand up on your mat. I'm pretty sure you can't see my face anymore. We're gonna keep a slight bend through the knee, and you're just gonna jump like this 100 times. I'll do that with you. If that's not accessible to you, you're going to do squats instead. So your legs are about hip distance, between hip and shoulder distance apart. You can have a slight turnout if you want. Wherever your feet are, just make sure that your knees are tracking over the ankles. So if you are turning out, the knees are turning out. If you're staying parallel, the knees stay parallel, okay? And for your squats, you're gonna bend down and press back up. And why this is an alternative to our jumping is because the quadricep muscles, our big front side muscles in the legs, are huge muscles that really allow the heart rate to elevate because it takes a lot to pump blood through them. So you're down and up for the count of 100 jumps. I'm gonna do the 100 jumps. You're more than welcome to do those squats at your own pace. Whatever you decide to do, keep going until we finish the exercise. 3, 2, 1. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure you're breathing. You can even switch it up, do a little ski jump instead. And this is meant to be good to help drain the lymph nodes in the face. We're almost at that halfway mark. Nice work. Past that halfway mark. Oh, dropped this, keep it going. That's fine, we'll clip it on here instead of using the magnet. Heart rate's starting to come up. You can feel it. We're almost there. We got 20 jumps left. Keep going with your squats if that's what you decided to do. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. You're welcome to come down to your mat again. Lie down on your back. Either take butterfly legs, opening up through the pelvis, or you can just open the legs about shoulder distance. Allow that heart rate to come down. Connect with the body. Should feel that energy coursing through after a little bit of cardio. Doesn't take much. Good, you can stay where you are, or you can come up to seated, and we'll do 3 final breaths together to finish off our morning stretch. Release your air. Inhale deeply. Let it go. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring a hand to your core, a hand to your chest. Close your eyes. Feel your heartbeat settling. And right now, you are very programmable. So maybe just ask yourself how you want to show up today, how you want to nourish yourself, how you want to show up for others. And if nothing comes to mind, I'll give you some options. I'd like to feel easy. I'd like my day to flow effortlessly. I'd like to prioritize my well-being. I'd like to move through the day with confidence and compassion and kindness for myself and others. Namaste. If you enjoyed this short morning stretch, please let me know in the comments so I can do more of them. Or if you'd prefer a more high impact workout, I'll definitely consider that as well. I just want to serve you. So let me know what you want to see. A yoga class, a HIIT class, a yin class where it's deep, gooey stretching over the course of half an hour or so. Let me know. We can do it all. Comment below. Thanks so much for being here. If you're somewhere where it's winter right now and it's very cold, turn on some beach behind you and just give yourself a moment to bask in the glory of the sun. Thanks so much, everybody. See you next time.